Well, here's your latest update on the expected and ongoing cold and snow across much of the area. Take a look at our watches, warnings, and advisories. A lot of different colors on here, so I'll explain these briefly. You can see the pink areas, those are the winter storm warnings where we expect the most snow. This will be mainly tonight into Friday. It covers the Jackson Valley as well as the Tetons down toward the Star Valley and also the Salt Wyoming range. Now the purple, not quite as much snow. Winter weather advisories, Yellowstone Park, also includes Pinedale and Bondurant, also the west slopes of the Wind River range. And one new thing we've had this morning, we have a wind chill advisory. In effect, very cold temperatures, a little bit of wind coming in as the Arctic boundary starts dropping to the south, includes the Cody foothills, Bighorn County, including Graybull and Lovell. And also over here in the lower elevations of Johnson County. Now you want start and end times, that address right there, weather.gov/RIW. You don't want to look at me any longer than you have to. I'm not the prettiest guy in the world. We'll start with taking a look at the temperatures. This is the apparent temperature. Basically, think of this as the wind chill temperature average for today. You can see many areas up in the Bighorn Basin could be as low as 30, maybe even 40 below around Buffalo. The one big change is here around Riverton, and this will be mainly tonight. It hasn't really been that cold here, especially during the day, but that boundary pressing southward, we'll see a marked change today. Those of you west and south of the divide, not too bad. The Arctic area will get in there. We have to wait a couple of days. Take a look at the Friday morning lows. You can see temperatures dropping down, minus 25 in Buffalo, minus 22 in Cody. Widespread areas across areas east of the divide, at least 10 below zero. Again, staying mild here across much of the area to the south and the west of the Continental Divide. It'll slowly ooze in there. I think this will be the peak of the cold as we head through the next few days. It should be a slow warm-up after that. Apparent temperatures, you can see widespread 30, minus 20, minus 30 below zero across much of the area east of the divide, staying warmer across the west once again. Here's our lows on Saturday night. You can see the cold there finally starting to drain west of the divide, but these temperatures not quite as cold here across this area, so we could begin to see a little break from the cold, a slow warm-up as we go into the weekend. Now, confidence levels, dangerous cold that's already happening. That's just about 100% for areas, especially east of the Continental Divide. Travel problems, very good chance of that, mainly in the west, also across the north and maybe in the south. We'll get into that in just a moment when I talk about the snow. And snowfall amounts, still medium confidence on this. Pretty good chance of seeing heavy snow out in the west, but a couple other areas, low to medium confidence depending on what sets up. So how much snow are we going to get? Here's our map there. It hasn't changed much from yesterday. You can see the highest amounts across the Tetons, over a foot in these areas, some places as much as 20 inches. Lower elevations across the western valleys, anywhere from about 6 to 10 inches. About 2 to 3 about Pinedale, up toward Bondurant, Holbach Junction, getting more there. Now, areas east of the divide. A couple of areas I want to call your attention to. Number one is down here across Rock Springs. Now, some of the models, especially in eastern Sweetwater County, bringing a little bit of moisture up in this area. It'll override the cold as that comes down here. So there could be an area of snow right in this area. This will be from after midnight tonight into Friday. It could be a couple inches of snow, maybe some travel problems. Now the other area we're looking at is over here across northern Wyoming. This again will be after midnight, especially into Friday. A little moisture might jump the divide here. We have some upper level energy coming in here. So it's these snowfall amounts are 1 to 2 inches. Some of these places could pick up 4, maybe 5 inches of snow if things set up right, but the models are kind of split on this, so low confidence on that. And another thing I want to mention, more snow possibly coming in on Saturday. This will affect mainly the southern part of the state, but a lot of mild disagreement there. I can't really give you snowfall amounts on that, but this active weather pattern will probably continue into the weekend. Here's our resources. You want weather.gov/RIW. For road conditions, you want to go on the web, wildroad.info. On the phone, in-state, 511. Out of state, there should be 1-888. That's 1-888-WILD-ROAD if you're out of state. And we're webcams by route. Go to our webpage, local programs, click on webcams by route. Be safe, everybody. Have a good day.